Hello friends, hello, and welcome to our weekly messages for the week of June the 12th. We are in a waning crescent moon. We just had a last quarter moon this past Saturday, and we're working our way all the way up to a new moon in Gemini. Very late on Saturday or very early on Sunday, depending on where you're at. So this week is all about being conscious and focusing on what matters to you while allowing for some child's play, some serendipity and signs to help guide you on your way. We're going to get started with a couple of cards from the Guild Tarot. Anything you see here that I'm not mentioning on the tarot board, it could be some message for you. We've got our Child's Play kids in the background. They were our little symbol for last year, 2022. All right. From the Guild Tarot, we've got the Queen of Cups. Oh, that's the Queen of Cups. Oh, why am I thinking of the Queen of Cups? It's the Queen of Wands with reflection, but they had me say Queen of Cups. So I really think there's this duality of energy going on this week, this push and pull, this should I, shouldn't I, maybe where you're overthinking things a little bit. Going into some what if scenarios. So you may get a really good idea with the Queen of Wands, but you're like, oh, maybe I need to think about that for a minute. Rather than trusting your intuition, maybe taking action, you're spending a little bit too much time like thinking about it. And then by the time you decide, kind of the momentum is lost. So this is a week of like fast-paced movement and potential. But if you take too much time to kind of waffle about the should I or shouldn't I, then the magic kind of dissipates and you could potentially kind of lose out on some opportunities, because what came out with that was the Magician card. So it's prime time for manifesting right now. No matter what that means to you. It could be manifesting a road trip, because this picture in the background is life on the road, and there's a little RV behind them, and they look very summery. Some of their shirts, Child of the Wild, coast to coast, with the Golden Gate Bridge going on in there on this person's shirt, and we've got some tropical looking stuff there. So maybe going to a different climate, a different part of the world or the country. This could be something that's part of a starseed mission for you this summer, because I'm pulling out the Mystic Martian Oracle. Let's see what goes along with these these cards about waffling on opportunities. Oh, see, I said that. And then here's the starseed card, memories, identity, and self. So a lot of reflection again going on with the way he's just sitting there like staring out the window like, what if? This looks more like a, well, what if? Dreaming my life into being. Maybe doing some conscious manifesting with visualization and so forth. Because she's also kind of different ways of meditating too, because he's staring out the window, and I can't really tell, is he oblivious to like everything that's going on out there outside that window, because there's all sorts of orbs outside the window. There's like a little magical being like sitting right behind him on his shoulder. It's like, does he even notice any of these things? I'm not really sure. It's hard to say. He's like so wistful and dreamy. Same thing with her. This girl down here, she is like so focused on this Rubik's Cube and trying to figure out stuff, trying to figure out the puzzle, looking for the pieces of the puzzle, that she's kind of missing out a little bit on like all that stuff going on around them. So They're showing me that pillow that's behind him that kind of looks like a checkers board. So games, and maybe it is about playing games and getting lost in your thoughts, and finding a healthy balance of doing so, so that you're not missing out on opportunities. So there's so many messages coming through with each one of these cards. I feel like each one of you has got a lot going on during this time, and you're going to have to find a way to balance your energy and balance what's going on. Staying in touch with the mundane, like everyday life, as well as vibing out a little bit on the mystical, and trying to find this center point, because this card did go down here on the board in between the Magician and the Reflection card. So kind of interesting. Let's pull a relationships card. So this could apply to any relationship. And while I'm shuffling, do people like to see this shuffling on camera? Maybe, probably do. While I'm shuffling, this is my birthday month. If you're seeing this during the week of June the 12th, I am offering pay what you can readings. If you're on Instagram, you can go to the link in my bio, scroll all the way down to my PayPal donations, and you just pay what you can. And in the PayPal page on the messages box, you just put your question that you want me to do the reading for. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, my PayPal link is in my show notes. Same thing. You just go there, pay what you can, and put your question that you'd like me to do a reading for. I will respond. It's take me about 3 or 4 days to respond back to you with your reading. It's going to be an audio reading along with pictures and images of your cards. So you'll have to put your question in the message box along with your email address so I know how to reach you with your reading. We have 2 cards coming out from the relationship deck. We've got Release and Shine. Card number 13 and card number 19. One is the sun. I always get these cards mixed up. Hold on, let me look. I think Release is the Death card. Got some light language activations coming through. Palladian. Release is the Death card. I let go of expectations and open myself to relationships that flow and grow. And Shine is the Sun card. I shine my light into the world and joyfully attract all that I desire. Kind of repetitive messages there. So the Magician card and that card go together in terms of manifestation. And the Release card, just releasing all that no longer serves you. We do have a new moon coming up. So this week could be about releasing old patterns, ways of thinking and doing. Maybe there needs to be a little bit more trusting yourself, and goes back to those what if scenarios. A little bit more trusting of yourself and your own intuition versus, trying to overthink things. And maybe it's kind of inner death to the old ways of doing things. And maybe you'll be guided to do certain things in a new, different, more efficient or more fun and exciting way. So let's bring in my deck Spring Fling. Oh, see, lots going on. We had 3 cards pop out. Libra energy on the bottom of the deck. Again, all about finding balance. So the first card to show itself is the Emperor card. It's a very strong Emperor with a lot of cat energy, a lot of sun going on. I need my Lyran star seeds. Feline, you kind of resonate with the feline energy. Got some starseed light language activations there. That was Lyran and Pleiadian. We have the wands. We've already talked about wands energy. So there's a little bit of magic and mysticism coming in with the energy of the wands. Instead of a fiery wand in this card, it's a magic wand, a fairy godmother wand. So that's going down in the middle. So maybe there's some wishes being granted, or maybe there's some wishes you hope would be granted soon. Because the last card along with those two was Capricorn energy. And that's all about hard work, dedication, following through on your goals, on your wishes, on your dreams. If you just sit there all day staring out the window and you don't take any action when that inspired action comes through, then you're not going to manifest a darn thing. You're just going to have stuff sitting up in the ethers, going around in your vortex, and you're going to have to take charge with this Emperor card. You're going to have to take charge of yourself. Because wasn't self was on the Starseed card. You're gonna have to take charge of yourself in order to get these things taken care of. Otherwise, it could be missed deadlines, missed opportunities, just things not getting accomplished when they should this week. It's an interesting week because there is a little bit of a balance of like fire and we said water coming up into this new moon. You may be really energized 1 minute and then the next minute you're like, whoa, I'm exhausted. I need to go lay down and just rest. So watch your energy levels, protect yourself, protect your energy, giving just the right amount, just enough, not over giving. We've got Happy Cloud for some final messages. Trying not to do any over giving. Hence the pay what you can. Maybe it's not in your budget to do a big expense right now, and so you have to work with the best that you can. We've got the two cards that came out are check-in. Your guides are trying to reach you, and island time. You need to slow down. So if you feel called to give yourself a little gift of a personal reading, it's the perfect week to do it with me or with anybody else that does readings that you resonate with. Get your little quarterly tune-up in June. For island time, I think you just need to watch. It's coming out again. Watch your energy levels. Do what you can, but not too much. Don't overgive. That's the kind of the Earth Angel syndrome of overgiving. Feeling like you have to overcompensate to gain acceptance or to feel like you are making a difference when it's like just being here on the planet, starseeds, is making a difference. So let's make sure that you're really staying in touch with your energy levels this week. It seems a very important message so that there's no burnout. I'm going to get one final card from the Flower Therapy deck by Robert Reeves for this week. Oh, we keep getting two cards. We've got, magnify your intentions. Choose a specific goal to work toward. Your energy is spread out between too many ideas. Please bring your focus back to your key intentions and let your angels help. Along with new beginnings, take this as an opportunity to rise from the ashes stronger and more determined. So it looks like you may need to prioritize what's going on this week so that you're not overextending yourself. Because look at all the cards on the table. That's even a lot of cards on the table to work with. So let's prioritize. If there's a lot of stuff that you need to get done, let's prioritize the top 3 and focus on those, and everything else can kind of go on a backlog. Everything doesn't, they're always saying Rome wasn't built in a day. So I think it's because of the energy levels this week. There could be a lot of solar activity. I did not check solar flares and all of that activity going on. But with a new moon, it always does bring in so that you need to allow yourself some time for reflection so that you can hear your own intuitive guidance about what the new moon is bringing in for you as you set intentions for the next moon cycle. So all in all, it's a week of a lot of opportunity, a lot of fire, some time for reflection, a need to really balance being versus doing, and maybe giving yourself some time to take a little short adventure with this life on the road. As I saw 1441 go by. So 144 is our starseed light worker call to action. So bringers of the light, you may be called to drop certain things so that you have time for others. So thank you so much for joining me here this week, and we will see you all again soon. Take care.